Hi, I'm Declan Meehan, I'm from East Coast FM, and Ken Doyle of Bagatelle. Where did I first hear about Bagatelle? Well, I just got a job in RTE Radio 2, which is now 2FM, and we were all asked to go up and visit the record companies so we get free records. And one of those companies was Polygram Records. And up we went, and a fellow named John Woods, who was running the show, and his assistant Vivian O'Rourke, and both of them came out and said, yeah, we've got great records, I hope you play them on RTE, but we have this homegrown band that we've just signed, and they're Bagatelle. So take note of them because they're absolutely brilliant. And we did take note, and they were absolutely brilliant. Later on, moving along the career, because it sort of paralleled with me, I went to Radio Nova, the original Radio Nova, the big super pirate in the mid-80s, and we used to play Leeson Street Lady quite a lot. The reason we played it, apart from its musical value, was just around the corner from Herpet Street, the studios, was Leeson Street. So we always referenced, oh, well, just around the corner from us now is Leeson Street, and here's a song all about the Leeson Street Ladies. We used to enjoy saying that. But anyway, that took us through the 80s, and I was delighted to see that Bagatelle were having as much success as they were through the 80s. Into the 90s, and Bagatelle still going strong.
From the time that lad was born, he was a character. Always a source of entertainment to my parents. A talented mimic. And in our house, between us, the kids, like, we all used to play act a lot, you know. We used to make up songs about this and that and the other, and about each other. Not always very nice songs, but, you know, they were funny. And that's kind of more or less a background of who we are.
My name is Kurt Schefter. I'm a guitar player, and currently I play in Bagatelle and Friends with Ken. I first met Ken in the summer of 2012. I'd been living in Ireland for about a year, and I'm not sure, word got around through a friend of a friend, and I got a phone call from Ken. He needed somebody to fill in for a show, a single show. And, you know, I got a phone call and I started talking to this guy, and he was incredibly charming and persuasive. When he mentioned the band, I mean, being a blow-in, as they say, I was completely unfamiliar with Bagatelle. And I knew, he told me that the set was about 2 hours long, and it was 99% original, you know, Bagatelle music. And I guess I was a little hesitant. I was like, well, that is a lot of songs to pick up for a show. When's the show? And he was very persuasive and said, oh, well, you know, you'll have 3 weeks. You'll have a good 3 weeks to get it together. I'll send you tapes and videos, and we'll have a couple rehearsals at my house, you know.
When we were very young, I can't remember exactly, but maybe we were 10 or 11, I'd say, I was maybe, or whatever. Maybe even younger. We had a band. My sister played the piano. I played the tin whistle and the mouth organ, and Ken played the drums. Now, I had a tin whistle and now a tin whistle. We got them in school. They were the 2 and 6 penny tin whistles, and they weren't much good. And I had a Clark's tin whistle, which was good, and I was only 1 and 6. And Ken had a drum kit which comprised of a biscuit tin with a chain on top of it. He beat that with the sticks. And my sister Rosemary, she played the piano, and the piano was an old piano that was in the house, a little bit out of tune, but sure, who noticed? We had great fun, and we banged out songs all the time. And we did that for a while. I can't remember how long, but that's the first time I think that we all got together and played music as a family.
The word isn't relentless. He's just tenacious. I mean, you know, putting together the bench, the Bagatelle bench on Bray Head this year, he worked on that nonstop for ages. I mean, probably over a year. And he just, with his force of will and his incredible resourcefulness, he managed to make that happen. I'm sure there were other people in town that helped, but you know, without Ken, I don't think that would have happened at all.
The thing I noticed most about Ken was he was always interested in helping people and getting involved in charities, whether it was doing Route 66 on motorbikes or various charities that were on in Bray. Ken was there to help. He was very strong about, say, Fran O'Toole and the recognition. Fran O'Toole's plaque is non-existent on the Fran O'Toole Bridge, and Ken was very aggrieved about that and wanted some better recognition. And then there were other people to be honoured, of course.
Ken Doyle never had a big head in his life. He's the salt of the earth, that lad. No, Ken was the man who held that band together, because all these bands, when they get going, they get rocky, you know what I mean? Like they start having different ideas. Ken was the cement of the band. He held it all together. He kept them from losing the head, or whatever you call it. He put an awful lot of his own life into making sure that band kept going. And I have to hand it to him. He was a great team player.
I don't know how he gets into the studio, because he stops along the way to meet everybody. Everybody wants to have a chat with Ken. He wants to wave to everybody. I mean, he is Mr. Bray. And at long last, he's getting the Endeavour Award. And I guess, you know, when you think of it, no more deserving person. Well done, Ken Doyle of Bagatelle.
And in my opinion, I can't imagine I don't know anybody else who deserves recognition more than he does for what he does.
Great stuff, Ken, and it's well deserved. And I hope you have a great night.